Did you know that half of all cars never even make it to 100,000 miles without a major breakdown? The crazy part is, it's usually not the car's fault. It's the way people drive and maintain them. Today, I'm going to show you 7 common mistakes drivers make that secretly kill their cars way before their time. Some of these are things even experienced drivers and mechanics overlook, but if you fix them, you can add years and thousands of miles to your ride. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around because once you hear these, you'll realize you've probably been guilty of at least one or two without even knowing it. Habit 1. Stop warming your car the wrong way in winter. Let's start with one of the biggest myths out there. How many times have you heard someone say, "Let the car idle for 10 minutes in the cold. It's good for the engine"? Well, hate to break it to you, but that's terrible advice for modern cars. Here's what really happens when you let your car idle for too long in the cold. The engine runs on what's called a rich mixture. That means there's extra fuel burning. But the truth is, not all of that fuel actually burns. Some of it slips past the piston rings and ends up mixing with your engine oil. And once your oil gets diluted, it loses its power to protect the engine. Think of it like watering down shampoo. It just doesn't work as well. Over time, this weak oil causes more wear, and before you know it, you're looking at repairs that can cost thousands. And that's not even the only problem. When you are just idling in the cold, sure, your engine slowly warms up, but your transmission, wheel bearings, and suspension, they're still freezing. The moment you slam the gas pedal, you're putting stress on cold, unlubricated parts. So, what should you do instead? Simple. Start the car, wait maybe 30 to 60 seconds to let the oil pressure stabilize, and then just drive gently. Don't floor it, don't rev it up. Keep things easy for the first 5 minutes, and your car will thank you with a much longer life. It's like letting your muscles warm up with a light jog before sprinting. You wouldn't just roll out of bed and start running at full speed, right? Same deal with your car. Habit 2. Stop using the wrong service schedule. Okay, here's another one that catches even experienced drivers. The difference between the regular and severe service schedules in your car manual. Most people read the manual and see, change oil every 10,000 miles, and think they're safe. But here's the kicker. About 80% of drivers actually fall into the severe service category. And no, severe service doesn't mean you're a race car driver or hauling bricks up a mountain. It means regular everyday stuff like short trips under 10 minutes, getting stuck in traffic jams, driving in extreme heat or cold, or just living in a dusty area. Sound familiar? That's basically most of us, which means that 10,000 mile interval way too long. By then your oil can turn into sludge, your filters get clogged, and you've basically signed your engine up for an early retirement. The fix is easy. Just cut the intervals in half. If your manual says 10,000 miles, change at 5,000. If it says every year, do it every 6 months. Use good synthetic oil and check your brakes, tires, and filters more often. Trust me, spending a little now is way better than facing a blown engine later. And here's a scary fact. Many cars start breaking down right after their warranty runs out. Why? Because people follow the regular schedule when they really shouldn't. So if you want your car to actually go the distance, be a severe schedule person. It's like brushing your teeth twice a day instead of once. You just avoid a lot of painful, expensive problems. Habit 3. Stop over-relying on the transmission's parking powell. Here's one that almost nobody talks about. Parking your car the wrong way. If you drive an automatic, you probably just shift into park and walk away. Sounds normal, right? But here's the problem. When you do that, all the weight of your car, let's say 4,000 pounds, is resting on a tiny metal pin inside the transmission called the parking pall. And this little guy is about the size of your finger. That's it. Do you really want that tiny piece of metal holding your entire car in place? Yeah, me neither. Over time, that pall wears out, gets stuck, or worse, snaps. And if your car gets bumped while it's parked, the chance of that happening goes way up. And let me tell you, replacing a transmission isn't cheap. We're talking $2,500 to $5,000. So, here's the smarter way to park. First, put your car in neutral. Then engage the parking brake. Once the brake is set, shift into park. This way, the weight of your car is resting safely on the parking brake, not that fragile pall. Done right, your transmission will last way longer. Think of it like this. You wouldn't use a paper clip to hold up a heavy bookshelf, right? Then don't ask a little metal pin to hold your whole car. Habit 4. Stop believing in lifetime fluids. Now let's talk about one of the biggest marketing gimmicks in the car world. Lifetime fluids. Car companies love to say, their transmission fluid or differential fluid lasts forever, but forever usually means just until your warranty runs out. Around 50,000 to 70,000 miles, those so-called lifetime fluids start breaking down, and once they do, your transmission is at serious risk. Why? Because heat kills fluids. Every time you drive, especially in traffic or on long trips, your transmission fluid heats up. And the hotter it gets, the faster it loses its ability to protect the gears inside. Ignore it too long, and suddenly you're facing a $5,000 to $7,000 repair. So, what should you do? Change those fluids every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, no matter what the manufacturer claims. That goes for your transmission, your transfer case, if you have one, and your differentials. Think of fluids like sunscreen. You wouldn't put it on once and expect it to protect you for life. Same deal here. Regular changes give your car a much better chance of living past 100,000 miles without issues. Habit 5. Stop driving too slowly. All the time, this one might sound odd, but hear me out. Driving too slowly can actually hurt your engine. Engines are like muscles. If you never work them out, they get weak and sluggish. When you only putter around at 30 miles per hour, or just do short, slow trips, carbon starts building up inside the engine. Diesel engines suffer from this even more, but gas engines aren't safe either. One easy way to check if your engine isn't getting enough exercise is to pop the oil cap and look inside. If you see white frothy stuff, that's condensation mixing with the oil. Not good. It means your engine isn't getting hot enough to burn it off. The fix? Take your car out for a spirited drive once in a while. Hit the highway, stay out there for at least half an hour, and give your engine a chance to heat up and clean itself out. Gasoline actually works as a solvent, so running at higher speeds helps clean valves and piston rings. So, every now and then, don't be afraid to stretch your car's legs. It's like letting your body sweat during a workout. It clears out the junk. Habit 6. Stop neglecting your brake fluid. We all know brake pads wear out and need to be replaced. That's common sense. But what about brake fluid? This is one of those things most drivers never think about. Yet, it's incredibly important. Here's the deal. Brake fluid absorbs water from the air even if you never open the system. The more water it absorbs, the lower its boiling point becomes. And that's a huge problem. For example, a fresh .4 brake fluid can handle up to 446 degrees Fahrenheit. Add just a little water and that number drops to around 284 degrees Fahrenheit. When your brakes heat up, especially if you drive aggressively or go downhill a lot, that's not nearly enough. Your brakes can literally fail, and it gets worse. That water inside the fluid also causes rust and corrosion inside the brake system. Calipers, brake lines, even the ABS module, these things aren't cheap. Replacing an ABS module alone can set you back $1,500. The solution is simple. Flush your brake fluid every 2 years or about every 24,000 miles. Don't wait until something goes wrong, because when it comes to brakes, something going wrong usually means a very bad day. Habit 7. Stop using the wrong tire pressure. Alright, let's talk tires. They might look simple, but they're one of the biggest safety factors on your car. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says around 33,000 accidents a year are caused by tire problems, and the biggest cause is improper inflation. A lot of drivers think the right number is printed on the tire itself. You'll see something like max PSI 44 and figure that's what you need. Wrong. That number is the maximum the tire can handle, not what your car actually needs. The correct number is almost always on a sticker inside the driver's door jamb. But here's the twist. Even that number isn't perfect year-round. As temperatures drop, so does tire pressure. For every 10 degrees colder it gets, you lose about 1 psi. That's why many manufacturers recommend adding 3 to 5 psi in winter. Too low or too high, and you will not only ruin handling but also put stress on suspension parts like ball joints and tie rods. Repairs there can cost up to $1,000 per side. So, check your tire pressure regularly. Don't just eyeball it. They can look fine and still be way off. A cheap pressure gauge can save you a ton of money and maybe even your life. And there you have it. 7 habits that might be quietly shaving years off your car's life. The best part, every single one of them is easy to fix, and if you start now, your car could easily blow past 100,000 miles and keep going strong. Remember, cars don't just die out of nowhere. Drivers kill them with bad habits. So, which of these mistakes are you guilty of? Let me know in the comments below, and if you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, I'll be sharing even more tips to make your car last, not just longer, but maybe even forever. Until then, drive safe and take care of your ride.